my morning live. If you're just coming in, go ahead and double tap that screen, like my video, please. It's just a algorithm thing, but double tap the screen, even if you're just getting this video for shits and giggles on your shit. Just double tap it because I go live every morning, and I want to get my lives up. But anyway, double tap the screen if you're just coming in, like it, like. But anyway, let's jump right into a good word. I was just reflecting on some things. You wake up early, you're chilling, you're just, getting ready for your work day. I just kind of sort things out. Um, what I'm my patients, and I'm like, okay, I got this, I got that, and I just kind of look over everything that I have to do, right? Patient care wise, just kind of map out my day to get through work, and then I scroll through Instagram and catch up on the latest news. Anyway, word of the day, real quick before I keep going. Jesus wept. You guys remember that he wept for us, right? Shortest verse in the Bible. That's how y'all got ninjas out here feeling sometimes. All you got to do is just shake your head and say, "Damn, Jesus wept, yo, for you, for us." But moving on, I wake up and then I see Karlissa. Now, anyway, if you don't know Karlissa, that's Blueface Momma, who's in love with him or whatever. I see her um on whatever her live Instagram dragging Jill Scott. And when I tell you dragging Jill Scott, I'm talking about calling her fat. Even said some things I had no clue about. Said Jill Scott's man got her to open up a business, and then left her 6 months later. She's the pimp. She's a pimp mama. She get pimped just going in, and it's all because Jill Scott. She's doing her. She has an album coming out February the 13th, and so Jill every day on social media she posts people that she's appreciative of. Just random people. David Banner, her mama was the first one. That's why the lady has some type of anointment because she give praise to her mama first, right? Whether she get along with her or not, I'm sure she do, but that's who she gave praise to, God and her mama, in that order. Okay, Karlissa, you listen. You don't even get along with your mama, Karlissa. So Jill Scott already won because she get along with her mama. You don't. You never trust a dusty bitch. You don't even get along with their mama. Okay, a woman, especially a black woman of color. I don't care what you're going through. And I'm gonna say this: if I offend you, sorry, not sorry. If you don't get along with your mama and she's still here on earth, let's be real. I'm not being. I don't need people sliding in on me saying, "Oh, what if you don't know your mother? What if you never met your mother? What if you?" Okay, those are different circumstances. Or what if your mother don't want anything to do with you and you tried? Guess what, baby? That means you tried and you're in the righteous lane. So do no more and press on. But I don't need nobody sliding on me saying, you know, their specific situations. But if it's a grudge that you're holding and you hear this, get yourself together. Don't be like Karlissa. Because Karlissa, what you said about Jelly from Philly, just because she said that she like her guilty pleasure is watching your son Blueface and Krishan, because your son Blueface is like a pimp, and Krishan just fell for the game. I guess you know, hey, maybe she calling Krishan a hoe, but she said she said Jill Scott said she see some of herself in Krishan or whatever in different aspects, but obviously people are different. Maybe Jill was fronting a little bit because I did see the interview, and honestly, Jill, you see a lot of Krishan in yourself. That's why you metaphorically made it into a pimp and a hoe thing. That you know, Blueface is a pimp, okay? Because that's how you felt about your own life, and maybe Blueface reminded you a lot of what you go through. But let's be clear, Blueface remind many of us and our subscribers just it's just their shit is being followed. It's people right here in the DMV area, all over the world. Let's not even just you know zero in on one area, but I'm sure given a platform, they're gonna take y'all through there. They're gonna show y'all bigger drama than what Blueface and Krishan go through. But anyway, Jill Scott is a fan, but for Karlissa to drag that lady like she did, and even through some of her accolades at her, like, oh, this ain't Sheila from whatever movie, because I forgot. Tyler Perry has a million movies, but she threw that movie up at at Jill as an insult. And this is what I say, Carlissa, at Jill Scott on Instagram, at her. Have a be a woman and have a conversation rather than going on your live and dragging the lady saying she's big, she's fat, blah 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 blah. Okay, fine. Hopefully Jill will not get down in the dirt with you, but just brush it off and say, Carlissa, all due respect, you're big and fat as well, and I'll slap the shit out of you, you know. All right, Jilly from Philly, let's see. Anyway, let's move on to Corey Holcomb got into a heated, almost physical, but it stayed, you know, it stayed just banter back and forth. But he got into like this big situation on his podcast with on X. They said he's a gay comment. I'm sorry, content creator, and his name is like Hold on, what the fuck is his name? Like Antoine. I don't know. Anyway, they had a heated exchange because this guy Antoine Daniels or something, and this guy or Samuels. It's always something like Samuels, Daniels. One of those names are always those black men who rise to fame, kinda telling by fighting with black women. And this guy created a lane where he's the next. What was the guy's name? Kenny Samuels. I don't know. Well, I can't remember his name, but the guy that ended up passing away. Leave them black women alone, dude. You're gonna get a fucking voodoo spell put on your ass. Leave them black women alone because you may rise to fame off of your truthful, hard hitting content that land with 80% black men because a lot of us tend to hate black women. And I'm not gonna say me because I don't. I don't hate black women because I have 8 sisters, and so it's hard to hate black women. But there's some things that it seems like black women do more than white women, and then there's some things that I All day long, I'm standing for my black sisters. But then there's things that white women do that I cannot take. It, it you know, disrespect is first. So, and then I'm big on this. I'm the type of friend that I, you don't know what type of friend you have or are until someone's going through something, and how you lend yourself to that person. Baby, have stories, struggles, and I will talk about them one day. But in the meantime, I know when I'm going through deep stuff, losses or whatever, and deaths or whatever type, whatever hits you the hardest, you know what your peaceful place is, and good people who reach out, check on you, how you doing, what can I do, and that's how I put things to the side. Even if I'm mad at someone and they going through something, I stop and I say, "Hey, sorry, whatever. Anything is I know we don't talk or whatever, but is there anything I can offer? Have a good housekeeper, whatever." But everybody not ready for that. They're not those type of friends. So this is how I am at 45 years old. Decide you choose, stay the fuck there, and that's just what it is. You know, no blurred lines, no any of that, but straight, just like that. Decide you choose, stay there. And I'm gonna try my best. And I'm speaking about myself, and without getting too much into work, but just in case I have some fans out there, hmm, workplace fans, or whatever you want to call them, you know when I don't mess with you. And trust me when I tell you this. You're not worth dragging. Who would I drag you to? You drag yourself when you're thinking about me, when you're punching a wall because of me. Just pick a lane of your own and stay there. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, you fumbled a bag, or not a bag, you fumbled with me. So I'm done with these certain people. But good life to you, once you move away and everything, people forget it, how us military people do and everything. We forget about a motherfucker. You understand? Because we move around so much. And that's just what it is. And one thing that I did learn in 2025 and starting now, the beginning of 2026, when it comes to character flaws and things that you deal with people and they don't quite know, but because you don't let you know, cat all your little secrets out the bag. Like they don't know that they talk shit. I've been around for a long time. Sometimes I don't have to know. It's the discernment that God blessed me with. You know, just being God's child and having to have went through what I went through and got over it. Because we have free will. God, yeah. So you can't. I didn't just fall out the sky and acquire this. Like some things in life, sometimes you acquire things on YouTube or whatever, but you got to come back and get it for real. You understand? But yeah, just it's God given discernment. So on those bad days where I'm tired, like today, whatever, I'll say good morning, but that's all you get from me. But stop talking around you. Stay away from me. Why you always got to come around me talking? I don't care. I talk sports, just not with you. I don't like you, okay? And the other lady. who it piggybacks on. You don't kick a person when they down, and even when a person down, you don't overcrowd them, but you still offer yourself. I did that. I did that, and that person just didn't even stop being less niggish. You know how people go through something, humble themselves, and then boom, they forget again. Hmm. Yeah, back fucking with people again, fucking with God's children. But you don't know how people are just because you go to church and show up on a Sunday and then give people HELL Monday through Friday. Sorry, Monday through Saturday. Please get yourself together. Stop it. Stop it. Maybe you taking parts of the Quran and I don't know, but stop doing that. You don't stop messing with God's children. You don't know. But anyway, a lot of these people that seek me out, 'cause these people seek me out because like the one little young, the one, I don't know, Venezuelan, whatever you, whoever, just seeked me out and was on some good morning, such and such, and said good morning to everyone and purposely said everyone's name. Baby, like I told you that day, after bye, Felicia, you're, we're, you know, yeah, that comes back. That comes right on back around. So all you have to do is stand on 10 toes, be comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's the way with certain things in life you have to. That's that becomes part of your day with certain jobs. But the key word is when you get comfortable, you learn, you take notes. You don't act like it's day one every day. But dealing with someone of your caliber, it will always be day one every day because certain things just aren't for certain people. Yes, I'm scripting what I'm saying because usually I go in, you understand, but I'm feeling a different vibration today, so I'm scripting. And if you know, you know. If you just said, I just I just dragged someone by their stringy, greasy ass hair, and that's that. But I did it without using one curse word or anything. So anyway, I'm gonna let that go. And yeah, so if you guys get a chance, check out that Corey and whatever that guy's name is, Antoine Daniels. Let's just say Daniels, okay, for shits and giggles. He looks. I don't know what he looked like. He. All these content creators, big black niggas with gray in their beard. To me, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, y'all almost looking just like when I look at white men, they all look alike to me sometimes. If a lot of them are around each other, I can't remember the names. And that's exactly what these black motherfuckers are giving me. So I'm understanding what white people mean. You understand? So anyway, let me not drag y'all anymore because I'm sick of paraphrasing, trying to protect people's names. Maybe I should take a drink when I get off from work and spit these fucking names out. But I'm gonna do one better. I talked about it and now I'm gonna let it go. Y'all have a good day on purpose. Be easy.